Imagine waking up in hospital after an operation and no one understands you.
I feel like I'm just in a black world. You know, there's no communication. I feel like trapped.
Carol Keech is deaf. Her language is Auslan. She recently had esophageal surgery at Queensland's largest hospital. 6 days later, there was a complication and she went to emergency in excruciating pain.
This one and that one. I could feel this massive explosion in my stomach. It was just like, and I was screaming and screaming.
Her esophagus had perforated. She says there was no Auslan interpreter that night. One was arranged via video the next morning. Eventually, an interpreter was booked for 2 sessions a day, but they weren't always there when the doctor or dietitian did their rounds.
Gladstone has nothing. They must have interpreters there, 24 hours.
A common misconception is that deaf patients can simply read and write to communicate with medics.
Everybody assumes that you write it in English and they'll understand, and they can read it, but they can't comprehend it.
Toddler Sylvia needs regular monitoring of her blood glucose level. If it drops too low, urgent action is needed. But her deaf mother has found hospitals to be frustrating and confusing.
There's no interpreters that come into the emergency area. There's nothing.
She says video calls to interpreters often freeze or drop out because of unreliable Wi-Fi.
I want to know what they're going to give her, what they're doing, but there's no explanation and I don't understand anything.
Queensland Health says it's not possible to comment on individual cases. Despite the stories we've been told, it says interpreters are available 24 hours a day, either on site, via video conference or over the phone. That's not the experience of many in the deaf community. They're calling for a review of contracts with interpreting agencies and education for staff on how to book interpreters. Emma Pollard, ABC News, Brisbane.